Me Ducks, it's Simon here. How are we all doing? I hope you're doing okay. I feel like I've been away forever. It's actually been just over 2 weeks since I last recorded anything. You guys might not have noticed that because during the week I had off work, I recorded 3, maybe 4 videos. And so I was able to make them active as you know, as I was dealing with things in the family and stuff like that. But things are looking a lot better, and I've got some time to show you this, which I am so excited about. And I say that, you know, I'm conscious that obviously we buy decks that we like, don't we? And sometimes we're sent decks, but I'm always the sort of person that will only say yes to something if it's a deck that I think I would give a fair review for, and that it's something that I would connect with and find interesting to use. So that's why I always say I'm excited about this. But let me just tell you, this in particular, I am so excited about. And it is from the guys over at Deckstiny. And I've showed a few of their decks in recent months. So the first decks that I got from them was the Shuffle Tarot A and B. And the quality of their decks is just absolutely superb. And one of my favourite decks this year was the Smith Tiny. In fact, I got a little Kelly Bear pouch for this deck, and again, the quality of this deck, the cardstock, matte cardstock, the great quality of this deck. It's just, it was an instant favourite, and it's out on my desk because I use this such a lot currently. Yeah, and in that package they sent me 1 or 2 things. So they sent the Brush Tarot. There's also a Smith Tiny Majors Only, which was based on kind of fairy tale characters. There's the Lionscape Tarot, which I really enjoyed, and the Emojini Tarot. So I didn't know they was working on any other decks, or they'd got any other decks out there, but they did. And I saw on Instagram this deck in particular, and I was like, oh my goodness, because this is a tarot deck based on Sri Lord Ganesha. And anybody who has been following my channel since the early days, and you've seen me do kind of tours of altars and my home, you will know that that Ganesha in particular features predominantly in my home. He's the remover of obstacles. And one of the very first oracle decks I ever got was the Whispers of Lord Ganesha by Angela Hartfield. And I just think that this in particular is one of the most beautiful oracle decks. It is just gorgeous, and I love working with this. So yeah, and I always remember when I got this oracle deck just thinking, oh, wouldn't it be amazing if there was a Ganesh tarot deck? And there is. I don't know if there's any other Ganesh tarot decks out there, but the guys over at Deckstiny have certainly come up with one. Now, Ganesh or Ganesha, sometimes I refer to him as Ganesha, other times Ganesh, but I'm sure you know who I'm referring to here. I've got so many Murtis of him that I'll just show you a couple of my favourites. This is a beautiful one that sits in a little shrine that I bought when I was visiting Becca. He has a little broken tusk, which is part of, I won't go into all the story of Ganesha. This one is my bedroom Ganesha. One of my favourites is this one. This is a beautiful Murti. I bought this from the seaside when I went, probably about 10 years ago, I think. Easily 10 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. And this one is in the hallway. And then I have a little amulet one that goes over the door. It is fixed down so it doesn't fall and hit anybody on the head. But this is a little beautiful one as well. And then next to the door is my silver Ganesha, which, you know, I have him by the door because he is a guardian as well. That's the story about how he lost his human head, because he was guarding his mother's chambers when Shiva came back from war and saw a man at his wife's bedroom door and beheaded him, as she was so bereft. And when he learned that she'd conceived a child on her own without him, because goddesses can do that, he promised to put it right. And the first animal that walked past him as he left the home was an elephant, and he took the head of the elephant. That's where the fable comes from. And then there was a huge kind of, what would you call it? It was called the Elephant's Parade, and it was going around city to city, and you could buy hand-painted elephants in all different designs. And this is one of my absolute favourites. It is hand-painted. It was a little bit pricey, but you can see this is a Ganesh version. Now, there's all different elephants with different flags from different countries. Any type of elephant, you can get it. But, you know, you can see the broken tusk here, and how he's using it as a pen. But yeah, and it's numbered. This is 312 of 500. But it's gorgeous, and I love this. This is up in my front room here. Anyway, enough of you showing me showing you my Ganesha Murtis. Let's have a look at this. And I can see just from the wrapping, I've taken the box off, so I've spared you that sort of delay of me trying to get into a box, because it was well sealed. It came by FedEx from Hong Kong. I think it was Hong Kong. Let me have a look. But yeah, Mate Horror Number is the creator. He works with a couple of other guys as well at Deckstiny. Wow, this is yeah. So when I saw the package, I was thinking, wow, this is a big box. I was expecting a box similar size to, you know, all the others. And just to say as well, the other decks that have been sent to me previous to this was for the purpose of review. But what was really sweet, oh wow, look at this. Mate contacted me and said, I just want to send you this. I want to send you this as a gift, and there are no more available. It was a special limited edition. However, there will be, and I'll put the information below to Deckstiny anyway, there will be a smaller kind of, I don't want to say pocket size, he didn't describe it as pocket size, but he said a smaller version that will probably be bridge size or something like that, that will be available, I think, in May or June. But there are no more of these special limited edition. And I think he referred to this as the gold edition. So it's the Ganeshian Village Tarot, and it looks gorgeous. There's a little way in here. So, oh wow. This, oh, it feels lovely. It's almost got like a material on the top. I forget what they call that. Robert M. Place is using it with his new decks, but it's got like a fabric. It's not fabric, but it has that feel to it, and it's got this beautiful gold embossed Ganeshian Village Tarot special limited edition box by Deckstiny. And yeah, wow, look at this. So it's magnetic. Oh, we've got the Om symbol here, which is gorgeous. This is, so there's two decks. We've got another special edition Majors, I think. And here is the first edition of the Ganeshian Village Tarot, and this is number 296 of 1,000 decks. Wow. And this is lovely. This is nice and cushioned. So the packaging is beautiful. Wow, just look at that. So I'm so excited for this. So on the side, just like all the other decks that you get from Deckstiny, it says 78 cards. We've got 22 major, 56 minor. Looks really cute there, little baby Ganesha. The author is Mate Horror Number. Artwork is Umsim Pumfat. And another artist is, now I'm not quite, I don't want to mispronounce, Runcorn Jawandley. Probably completely destroying that name. Oh wow, look at this. So it's wrapped on the inside. There's a little bit of extra padding in there to protect the cards. Oh my goodness, look at the backs. One thing I will say about Deckstiny is the quality. The quality of their products is second to none. It really is stunning. So here we have the title card, which is also like, oh, what would you call it? Like a certificate of authenticity. So it has the number there, 296. It has the creators here. It's the first edition, Thailand. It's come from. But look at these backs. These backs are stunning. They're really gorgeous. And with the gilding, let me show you this. Look at this. Wow. What a beauty. I love it. Okay, so let's have a zoom in and let's have a look. The gilding is just so smooth. Really, really good quality. Cardstock is matte and it's lovely. Look at the gold foil embossed as well, even for the titles. Oh, and it is based on RWS, by the way. It's a very much RWS deck. So I'm going to zoom the camera and we'll take a look. Look at the gold glowing. Oh, I'm such a magpie. Okay, so yeah, the cards, they're the same cardstock as the Smith Tiny, but they've got a lovely, you can actually feel the pattern on the back here. They are quite flexible. In fact, let me just double check. I think they're the same. Might be a little bit thinner. No, they're exactly the same. Exactly the same cardstock. So there's that flexibility there, but there's this lovely matte finish. So when you're shuffling these, I'm a overhand shuffler, I'm not a riffle shuffler. But when you're shuffling these, they just feel so nice and they make a lovely sound when you're shuffling them because of the beautiful matte finish. What I really love about this is the gold foiling on the card. So you've got this beautiful banner here at the top and it has the 0 for the fall, but at the bottom on each one you've got the symbol that you can see there, and then the title in gold as well. So what a cute little fall. And he's got the mouse because Ganesha has a mouse with him as a companion, as you'll see here. And sometimes you see Sri Lord Ganesha riding the mouse as well, because the mouse is strong and it's a friend. So you've got the little mouse here. He's got his white flower, but he's just happy. Look at his trunk holding the red feather as well, which is usually found in the fool's cap. That's where red feather comes from. So That's gorgeous. Here's our magician. I love the colours. It reminds me a lot of the Smith Tiny in terms of the kind of youthful, younger kind of energy it has. But it's really beautiful. Look at the flowers and the greenery. He's got everything, his tools, but because he's got multiple arms, he can hold them all. Here's our High Priestess. Which is really beautiful. Got the pomegranates. Our Empress. There we have baby Ganesha. I'm assuming that that's Shiva. There isn't a little booklet with this, but the Hierophant. Look at the little elephant supplicants. Oh, how adorable is that? Look at the lovers. The Chariot, two little mice. This is like the cutest deck. It's got such, I don't know, it reminds me of like the Happy Tarot or something like that. It's got such a beautiful, happy vibe. It's lovely. Wow, look at the Hermit. That's quite dramatic. We've got older Ganesha here. That's quite a powerful image. Love the Wheel of Fortune. These little colourful elephants. Justice. The Hangman. I love how they're closely following the RWS system. And we have Death. Again, I'm assuming Shiva, as in the Destroyer. Oh dear, and he's holding someone's head here. Love the towers in the background and the setting sun. Temperance. The Devil. Wow. Giant mouse. Giant devil mouse. Tower. Look at the star. We've got naked Ganesha. The moon. That's interesting. How covering the eyes. The sun. Even the sun has got a trunk. Love it. Judgment. Oh, the quality of this deck is beautiful. The Ganesh for the world. I love it. Look at that. What a beautiful card. And from what I remember from the pictures that I've seen, I think all of the aces is a trunk. holding, yes, it's a trunk. That's the 2. Oh, where are we? Yeah, it's a trunk holding each of the minor arcana suit, so your wands, swords, cups and pentacles. So our ace of wands, so for here you get the ace at the top or the Roman numeral, and then it tells you the suit at the bottom. It says wands. How to. This is so freaking cute, and the colours are stunning. I'm hoping that the camera is picking up just how beautiful these colours are. They're really rich. Oh, look at them. They're like Russian buildings in the background as well, it's like the Kremlin. They really don't look like they're having any sort of animosity. They're just chewing the fat. 6 of wands. 7. Very in keeping with the RWS, we don't have Ganesha appearing on this card, just the 8 wands. We have our page. The knight. Queen. Look at she's got the little cat there. I thought it might have been replaced with a mouse, and then these little roaring cats. Roaring? I suppose they can roar, like a lion. A lion's a cat. Our king, gecko. So all the symbols are there that you'll be used to if you're following RWS. Look how colourful that is. The blue is like electric blue, it's gorgeous. I might have to get the mini version of this when it comes out, or the smaller version. I love the colours in this. Our 4 of Cups is gorgeous. Really beautiful. 5. Oh. There's our 7. I love how they've replaced all the human elements with elephants. Look at this song. It's quite melancholy. Well, it's the sun and the moon, isn't it? It's the eclipsed. 9. One RWS 9 of Cups that doesn't look like John Travolta. There's a little happy family in the 10 of Cups. That's sweet. The page. Queen. Oh, little carved elephants on the throne. And then we have our swords. I just love these backs. They're so gorgeous. I just saw the flash in the sun and I was like, oh, they're beautiful. Possibly my favourite back ever. And I've only just realised that it's Ganesha in the design, reversible. Do you see that? Something just occurred to me. It's amazing the number of times I've done walkthroughs of videos as well, and then after I've finished filming and I play with the deck, you know, a few days after, I'm like, oh, and I spot something, I'm like, oh, wish I. So maybe I just like to share my first impressions with you rather than, you know, having worked with it for a few days. But then the downside of that is it is just a first impression. So maybe in my cuppa and catch-ups and things, I can talk about the deck a little bit more once I've worked with them a bit. Love that Two of Swords. Three, quite traditional. Look at him. It's an interesting window as well, design with the dove of peace, peace of the mind, having had rest. Now 6. I'm absolutely blown away as well that I've been sent this edition, especially when it's, you know, no longer available. It's so kind of Mate to think of me and send me this, and it's such a treasured gift. Even if it, you know, had sent me the deck on its own, I would have been, you know, blown away just by that, because this is such a beautiful, the colours, the art style, the quality of the cards, everything about it is first class. But to send me a, you know, deluxe edition with no expectation of a review or anything, it's just incredible. So thank you, Mate, if you watch this. And our final suit is the Pentacles. Possibly my favourite suit. It switches between Pentacles and Cups. The two, he's even got the hat, look. Oh, I adore it. Oh, look at the 5. How sweet is that? Six. Offering their little trotters. Gorgeous. I love the little hat. 8. Gorgeous 9. Look at the little bird. 10. Wow, look at 10. It's actually it's got the gold foil here as well. It's the Kabbalah Tree of Life, isn't it? Not that I'm an expert on Kabbalah by any means. I don't know hardly anything about Kabbalah, but I recognise that. That's interesting that that's been incorporated into the design for our 10 of Pentacles. Look at the cute little dogs. And then we have a page, knight, queen, little rabbit, king. Wow. And then we have this beautiful card here with the emblem on for the deck, which, I mean, if you look at this close up now, look how beautiful this deck is. It is absolutely stunning. Everything about it. Oh, I'm in love. So that's the main deck, and then there is this one, which is a luxury edition. Again, this is number 296. Is that what the number was on? Yes, 296. So it would be, wouldn't it? Because it's it's inside the same set. But I'm not sure what the difference here is. It says luxury edition. Ganeshian Village Luxury Edition. Yeah, it doesn't say anything other than that. So let's have a look at this. See if I can get my finger in. There we go. So it is wrapped. So it has the same backs. We may be able to switch some cards if they are different. Okay, so on this card it says that there's 23 special major arcana. So there's an extra card here, limited edition. Oh, I see. The design is different. So if we have a look how it glows. Look how the gold glows. So it's got the same backs. So you could actually, if you wanted to, swap your major arcana. So basically it's going from being borderless with this emblem here to having it bordered with this gold foiling. The card stock is the same. It's the same images as you can see, but they are in this beautiful gold design, which I'm wondering now as to whether this smaller version will be this version or this one. So these are lovely as well. I'm interested to see what the 23rd card is. I mean, I suppose swapping these, the minors won't have this design, but that doesn't matter, does it? Because as long as all your majors do. So the choice is there, I guess. Oh. It's gorgeous, really gorgeous. I'm not going to show them all because you've seen them. Oh, but look at that. Let's just compare our lovers a second. Yes, I thought so. There's also extra, do you see here? Around the angel there, that's metallic as well, whereas on here it's not there. It's stunning. There we go. Beautiful. And even, yeah, there's gold foil accents through the design as well, which doesn't, on these cards, they're just, the gold foiling is just on the banners and the words, the banners and the words. But here you'll see there is gold stamping on the artwork too. Like here. What a gorgeous deck. Absolutely beautiful. Two together there. Get that round his head. Oh wow, look at Death. He's got a gold crown, the rays from the sun. Try and catch it. Same here with Temperance. Look at the devil with his light, his torch glows, and his inverted pentagram. Wow. This is so beautiful. I know I keep saying it, but I'm in total awe. We've got a happy squirrel card. Oh, and this beautiful symbol. This will be great to use for meditation as well. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Oh, yeah, and a happy squirrel. There's the little happy squirrel. We've also got a cobra and a mouse. Oh look, 23. And there's the squirrel. We just noticed that as well. What an incredible, incredible deck. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm going to put that with them. So, wow. Now this is what goes with the special edition. That goes with that one. Let's put them at the back. Oh, beautiful. So, this is the Ganeshian Village Tarot, the first edition. The set I've just shared with you, as I said, is the luxury edition, which isn't available. I believe that this version only may be available. And it just comes in this fantastic, beautiful quality box, which is just stunning. So let's pop them back in there. What a gorgeous set. Wow. So I'll just check, because I did get a message from mate just saying what is available, and I want to give you the right information, so bear with me. Okay, so yeah, so I just want to tell you the Ganeshian Village Tarot is out of stock now. The only left is the 23-piece luxury edition, so the second set that I showed you. Then I plan to make the second edition that is a little smaller than the standard size. You can see the link. And it says, I hope you enjoy the gold edition. This was sent a few hours ago. So I will put this link into the information below so you can have a look at that. Just to say as well, this was posted by mate in Thailand on Friday. And it arrived today. So 5 days later by FedEx. So, and I also saw, you know, the cost of what that was. So I'm in awe. I love it. And I'm so humbled, but incredibly grateful too. So yeah, thank you for watching. Saturday, I am planning on doing a cup of catch-up cards because it's been a while. I think it will be 3 or 4 weeks since I last did one. However, I do have to work on Saturday, and it's quite a way away I'm working. We have to work one Saturday a year for a special event. So it will be later than planned. So rather than at 4 p.m, it will be probably around 6 p.m. Give me time to get in and get out my work clothes and all that sort of thing. So if you're around on Saturday, 6 p.m. British Summer Time, I will endeavour to do a cup of catch-up cards. Thank you for your time, everybody. And yeah, until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.